It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. And tonight, it'll be the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Nicholas Claxton out there with Mobley. Then there's Scott. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Mitchell headed the shooting guard. And for Charlotte, we've got Ball. He's out there with MP. And Miller out there with Jared Allen. And it's Delon.
And Delon with the interview spending
Leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
So the Hornets win the tip. Down low, here's Allen. It's hauled in by Claxton.
We've got Nick Claxton now.
Mitchell against Ball.
Jared Allen.
Claxton the pass to Eason. Pass to Mobley. Takes it off the glass. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they coming off the loss to the Knicks.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively, and that one gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's coming off a 28-point game against New York. Mobley kicks to Mitchell. Over MP. The Hornets pull it in. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Nice D from Scott.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now is still trying to find its way.
And they call an illegal screen here.
That was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Hornets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. He's worried it's going to be one of those nights where Donovan Mitchell just goes off. He told me it's like guarding a ticking time bomb. You never know when he's going to blow up, but they're anticipating it. So Coach is expecting the best out of his team, preparing for the worst. Guys?
Thank you, David. Mobley. Mitchell outside. 5 to shoot. 16 feet away. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a great job. He'll afford to give a guy like him that good look. Give MP credit, showing some skill right there, drawing the whistle.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
That one misses.
You know, one of the things you love about MP, he is certainly a team-first kind of a guy. Individual stats really don't do much for him. He wants to win, period.
Now, here's Scott. Here's Eason. And stolen by MP. Fast break now for Charlotte. And Delon gets it to go.
Oh, great job by MP, showing how selfless he is. Passes like that.
Outside, Scott. Pass to Mitchell. Miller against Eason. Now Scott. Screen by Claxton. Scott can't get it to go. And here's MP. They'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Their last game, a win against Boston, will be carried into this one.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spot.
And, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
And that one, good.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
MP outside. Nice pass it in by Charlotte. And the foul called on
question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Now, here's Mitchell. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Claxton. Mitchell against MP. Mitchell passes to Mobley. Clock is at 3. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Eason. Good. And it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Mobley, left side, and stolen by Miller. Deflects the pass. Pass to MP. Outside, ball. Miller outside. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Allen. Shots good by Miller. Miller's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Hornets.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4. And he's hitting the ground at high speed.
Scott finds Mitchell. And Cleveland turns it over again.
A chance to check out the numbers for Miller. Last season, he played outstanding, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game, one of the league's premier offensive threats.
And you pointed out his ranking as the second best shooter in the league last season. I think with a little extra work, he could become number 1 this time around. And Salon gets it to go.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Now, here's Scott. Pass to Eason. Paxton with it. Rolls it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Jared Allen.
Strong to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get GA right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And the Caverliers making a change here. Sexton's checked in. Ball, no good.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him on a rhythm.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And bursting through inside, so difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
Pass to Salon. Here's Miller. And Miller puts it down hard.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Scott. No good on the 3. Charlotte leading by 4. MP finds Miller. Here's Salon. Allen with the screen for MP. The Cavaliers pull it in.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Outside, Scott. Pass to Mitchell. Takes a 3. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
He has not been sharp this period. He seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Here we are, Greg, looking at early returns from these teams. It's pretty revealing.
Yeah, the first 2 games of the season tell you what you're good at. And they tell you also what you need to work on.
Daniels, he's checked in for the Hornets. And so he makes both from the line. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Timeout is called. First in the game for the Cavaliers. Which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year? The Hornets, number one.
You know, they went through stretches when they just didn't miss from beyond the arc. I mean, that carried them right to the top of that list.
Here's Mitchell. Scott, the pass to Claxton. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's Mitchell. Excellent D there from Allen.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this one. Man.
Miller surveying the floor. And he backs in the lane. Miller's got trouble.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase when they did their last game, too. What happens in this offense? Characteristic.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against Boston put on a show. He ended up with 26 points, and his rebounding and defense was certainly both factors. Brought a ton of energy out there. Really worked hard in that game. Put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Indiana. A special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
They've been looking at us sick offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Timeout called Cleveland.
Check out MP here. He's coming off an excellent season. He averaged about 34 points a game last season, 12 assists and almost 3 steals. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
And the shot puts it in. MP's got 5.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Now, here's Sexton. 14 points from him the last game against New York. Great Colin Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends. Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Great music scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
Now, here's Sexton. Still yet to score. He'll stop the run. Gets rebounded by Sharp. MP's got his fourth rebound, that last one here tonight.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half-and-half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the
Charlotte. Reynolds passes to Sexton. For the three. Sexton can't get that one to drop. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
A W every time they played this squad last year. A stark contrast drawn between the conference's haves and have-nots.
Guys, they deserve a lot of credit for not losing focus and letting one slip away. They came to play every time, and I expect that will be the case.
Pass to Allen. Nice pass there by Charlotte. Left side, ball. To the paint. And it's Allen with the jam.
Because Allen is so quick with his feet getting out of setting the screen, it makes him hard to guard in the pick and rolls.
They've got Jared Allen. All out there with MP. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Salon in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. No one covered.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Ball dishes to Allen. Pass to MP. Outside, ball. Good. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists in the game. Cleveland's gone 1 or 2 on 3 quarters into the second quarter so far. Outside, Sexton. To the middle. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Hornets shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. MP looking around. Lets it go with the 3. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. Ball against Sexton. Outside Collins. In the corner, it's Eason. 4 on the shot clock. And it's Martin missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
To the inside. Allen kicks the ball. MP passes to Porter. Over Eason. Porter, no luck. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And stolen by MP. That ball is in the basket now. He's shot 6 and made 3 of them. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Ball, the pass for Allen. Whistle blows, bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Not to be denied there. Allen playing hard, little contact, not going to bother.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You don't see guys score the ball in live action.
And the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Sexton against MP. And so on, gets it to go.
Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
A nice shot by MP. MP's got 9.
And defensively, Defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
And already his third foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the third quarter.
Now Sexton. 9 points in the game so far. Mitchell right side. Tipped away. And Cleveland turns it over again. Let's take a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. MP is number 1.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to repeat over and over. Nobody was better at creating easy baskets for their teammates.
Here's Allen. The shot will not fall. Good defense by Claxton. Sexton the pass to Claxton. Outside, Sexton. The Cavaliers with another miss. Charlotte has gone 2 or 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract limits. Commissioner Silver says we used to refer to it as dead money. A star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. And a wide open look for MP. He's on the trifecta. He's got 12.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
Mitchell outside. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Allen.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And the unpredictable nature of Mitchell is hard to game plan against, especially when he drives.
And that one misses. Mobley, he's checked in for Cleveland. Scott comes in for Sexton. And he's good on the second. Clark, I've always heard that every team went on the road to have a team dinner.
You know, that's typically a practice that most teams employ, and those dinners are memorable, especially if the food is good. But more than the food, I think it's the camaraderie and the bonding that takes place when you break bread together, coaches and players.
Mitchell with it. It's Mobley, top of the key. Mitchell against MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Mitchell, an easy 2 points on the layup. Mitchell's got his second bucket tonight.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Over Scott. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 5 points now this quarter.
Hey, the mid-range can be touch and go for ball, but he takes a nice smooth shot that time.
Ball against Scott. Pass to Mitchell. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Allen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Wound up there for Allen. Back to Ball. Mitchell against MP. That's the 3-5. And Reynolds pulls it down. Cavaliers have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Scott the pass to Mobley. Now here's Mitchell. Hits it from 3-point range. Mitchell's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Porter kicks the ball. Allen passes to MP. Has the ball. Fires the 3. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP MP's got 5 assists in the game. And here's Mitchell from the arc. MP grabs the miss. MP's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Good D by Mitchell. Cleveland's gone even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. Reynolds can't hit.
No one to blame on that one but himself. Getting looks like that, you've got to take it there. All right, a chance to check out some stats. He's the ball. Coming off a terrific season. And with his incredible knack from long range, he ranked first in the league in three-point percentage.
And last year, he really was the poster boy for scoring efficiency. You can count on one hand the number of bad shots he took. Tari Eason's checked in for Reynolds. And both free throws good for MP. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. And here is Scott. Eason gets a wide open look. Drills the three-pointer. Eason's got 9.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Daniels kicks to Miller from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Eason off target from three-point range. Charlotte shooting an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. MP outside. Pass to Allen. Back to MP. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Shots good by Moody.
Yeah, right when he thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
Here's Mitchell. He's got 8. And here is Mobley. Hunter grabs the miss. Hornets shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor. Hitting at all cylinders. Count that bucket.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area. Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
From past the arc. Gets that one through the hole. Making now 7 of 13 in this game.
Now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Mitchell against MP. Pass to Claxton. Mitchell outside. Claxton is free on MP. And another miss by Cleveland.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him. Returning three, but he just couldn't get it to go. And it just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
For 3, Mitchell. Again, Mitchell missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Claxton is 3 on MP. And Donovan Mitchell gets the 3. Mitchell's got 11.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And so it's MP making things happen for Charlotte. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings.
I think for the Caverliers, they've looked okay early on, but it's going to take a lot of work to get this team to the next tier. Plenty of competition ahead of them, and not much room for error.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Charlotte Hornets.
This has been a weight room game. They're just stronger on the glass, and they're playing with a mean streak, guys.
What do you know about weight rooms, Kenny?
He knows how to avoid them.
Ooh.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And you know, that's not a job they asked him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Mobley is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Tari Eason. Then there's Scott, and it's Mitchell. Hit at the two spot. And stolen by MP. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. And he lays it up and in. MP's got 25 points.
Good focus through the contact. MP proving he can be a menace on the attack.
Ball against Scott. Mitchell outside. Pass to Eason. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Mitchell. Lets it go from deep. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got 11 rebounds in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And Mitchell gets it to go.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Ball dishes to Allen. Back to Ball. Kicks it out to Allen. Pass to Salone. There's Ball with the three. Buries the long-range cover. Ball's got 11 points.
The assist totals have just continued to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
A kick out to Mobley. For three, Mitchell. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Allen's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. In the corner, it's MP. Pass to Salon. A three. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Ball against Scott. Mitchell outside. 6 the triple. Mitchell's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Cavs.
And that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Nice crossover to get that one. And it's now 22 points from Brandon Miller.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And the foul called on MP. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Here's Scott. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Cavaliers shoot their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Scott hits them both. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Ball to pass to Miller. A 3 ball. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. A coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Oh, nice touch there by Mitchell. Easy to misjudge that mid-range jumper.
Ball finds Allen. Now, here's MP. He's got 27. Miller with a wide open look. Offline with his three. Eason passes to Mitchell. Top of the key. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? The easy bucket and the bank.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Porter's checked in for Charlotte. Eason passes to Mitchell. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. 6 to shoot. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The drive by MP. Laid in with a nice touch on the glass. MP's got 8 points in the quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Eason passes to Mobley. Outside, Scott. Mobley is screen on ball. Scott can't get it to go. Here's MP. It's good. MP's got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Well, Michael Porter Jr. is one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
And that size that he brings to that sweet stroke makes it hard to get to a shot. 6'10", shoots it with confidence, shoots it with great fluidity. And man, is he special. And he's worked through some injury trouble early in his career. And now he's one of the more lethal front court players in the league on the perimeter. Good job by MP forcing the action.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle for sure?
He made the offense uncomfortable, creating turnovers with the defensive pressure and cashing in on the other end.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And the Hornets making a change here. Garrett's checked in. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. So help the run. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Solon's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
The Cavaliers shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Scott the pass to Mitchell. Inside. Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got 5 points so far.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Eason against Miller. Over Eason. Releases from the wing and trophy. Miller's got 9 points here in the second half.
That set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you. Pass to Salon. Porter, a screen on Scott. Garrett. And the free ball is good. Garrett's got his first 3 points of the game.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Mobley with it. Nice D from Porter. MP inside. Delivered by Mitchell. And MP with the basket on the assist by Porter. Porter's got 3 assists tonight. Cavaliers shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Outside, Scott. Mitchell outside. Connects from three-point range. Mitchell's got 22.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
Miller outside. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Pass to Eason. Now Claxton. And here is Mitchell. Covered by MP. Launches a 3. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
MP's shot is good.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Now Scott. He's got 6. Mobley outside. Claxton with it. Now guarded by Porter. Bucket is good. Claxton's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And Garrett kicks to Porter. In the corner, it's MP. Miller outside. Fires from deep. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 7th assist here tonight. Scott with the ball. Down low. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Pass to Porter. And Garrett kicks to Miller. Porter a screen on Eason. Miller. Again, the Hornets score.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Outside, Scott. Mitchell outside. And he converts the layup. Mitchell's got 15 points in just the second half.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
There's Porter with the 3. Rebound by Mitchell. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Scott the pass to Mitchell. Picked away. There's 31 seconds left to play in the 3rd. It's deflected and stolen by Scott. 20 seconds left to play here in the 3rd.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got it good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Hornets have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Yeah, and one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so...
And we win by 55.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. This game, they make the most of 7.